pop in. But hello, welcome to the Followers of the Force Happy Hour, number 23 apparently, as I'm trying to read the little print at the top of the...
We're all just wearing glasses and we're like, what does it say? And then we get closer as if we can actually make it bigger. So it's great.
My mother just had surgery to have the lenses of her eyes replaced so she doesn't have to wear glasses anymore. But she got one done and then 2 weeks later got the other one done. But with the first one, you could still rely on the second eye. So now both of them are a little fuzzy. And so she's like, I'm making your brother drive me around. I'm like, good life choices, Mom.
Isn't that called LASIK?
It's like LASIK, but the kind of vision she needed corrected, they couldn't do it LASIK, but it is a laser surgery, but they replace the lens. They will, it's a version of that kind of thing, but it's more complicated. I don't know. She explained it to me, and I just, because even under my glasses, I have really little almond shaped eyes that are set deep, so I have to wear glasses or you can't see my eyeballs. But yeah, so she's like, why wouldn't you get LASIK? I'm like, because then you couldn't see my face.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I don't even think I could put in contacts. My eyes are so sensitive.
I didn't care for them when I wore them, but my sister wears them all the time. If you see my sister with glasses on, something's wrong. But yeah, it's been a weird Star Wars week. Jason and I did the news by ourselves on Wednesday night, which was fun. Mm-hmm. Because we just kind of went off on tangents randomly and talked about Zira, but it was great.
We don't do that here.
No, never. And then I just got off. I was on that show. I was a guest on That Geek podcast. I just finished guesting on Radio Rebellion, and I also had an acting gig and a theater meeting all this week. So I'm like, I have been on Zoom so much this week.
As convenient as Zoom has been for devolving the need for in-person meetings, isn't that exhausting?
It is exhausting, especially since it's on top of my job. This is not my job. It's all stuff I do on top of my job.
Zoom burnout is a real thing, y'all.
It is nice, though, because otherwise I have to drive an hour to go to theater meetings if we had them in person. And we were going to switch to Zoom anyway because I asked for us to switch to Zoom so I wouldn't have to drive all the time.
And you could have just been like, this could have been an email. We have eliminated that. Although sometimes some of those Zoom meetings, you just sit there and you're just like, what the fuck?
This could have been an email. No, this one was actually a decent meeting, but it was just kind of a lot. Yep, it's been a week.
All of my work meetings are audio only, and that is very nice.
That would be so nice. I mean, I don't, because I can turn my camera off if I need to for most of them because it's not work meetings, but I did an acting thing on Tuesday night, so I kind of had to have my camera on.
That is true, unless you're really good at voice acting.
Yeah.
I mean, we have done for stuff before, but usually you keep your camera on. Of course, this acting salon, out of the 4 little short pieces of plays, one was about a breakup, which was the one I was in. One was about dementia. I'm like, so did the salon need to come for me this hard today? Because it just came for me really hard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody was in their feels. Lordy.
Missy, you don't pay attention when you're on video either.
That's fair.
Especially, this is my friend Missy. If you're talking to her and a dog walks by, you need to repeat what you just said.
I mean,
I've had that before. I just told you that. Did you listen? And she goes, well, there was a dog walking by. And I'm like, okay, fair.
Yeah. It's always, it's great.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
We're taking my dogs to the dog days at the downtown brewery tomorrow, so that will be fun.
Oh, that's so nice. It's so nice. Things are starting to open back up, and we're starting to do things. A couple of my friends have started going to cons again, and I'm so jealous, but I have nothing ready, so this is fine.
This brewery was doing it outside still last year, but that was one of the few events we could do during COVID. But yeah, it's been great. I went to a birthday party that had abandoned fire dancers on the patio there last Friday evening. Yet I'm like, okay, cool. They're like, yeah, we're gonna have a burlesque troupe and a band at this birthday party, and I'm like, cool, whatever, I'll be there.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Oh. That's why I was not on last Friday night, because I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go watch the fire dancers dance.
Fair. That is fair. How did last night's recording go? Did Emily give the most impassioned speech against Yoda that was ever heard again for all mankind?
I was not there.
It was good. It was me, David, Jason, and Megan. And I think people will be surprised.
Oh, stay tuned then. Oh, I can't wait to listen now. I'm excited. I was looking forward to that one. I was so sad I couldn't make it, but I got home and I'm like, I need to go to bed. I need to sleep. Plus, I had a bunch of certifications I had to finish up. Oh my God, it was horrible. I've never done so much paperwork in my life, nor seen so many acronyms in my life.
I had to work last night, and we watched my friend Robin and I, who watch movies when I work doubles, we watched Knives Out. So
such a good one. I'm so excited for Knives Out too.
I posted on my Facebook, because people are always trying to figure out when Robin and I tag each other in the movies we're watching. They're trying to figure out what our theme is, and it's literally just whatever we want to watch. And it said, and so I tagged someone trying to figure out Robin and I's movies, and that's Daniel Craig going, makes no damn sense. Compels me though. So next week we decided we are watching The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the Daniel Craig version, because we're just bound. It's fine.
We're in a Daniel Craig kick. Oh, it's so good though.
It is. I think Jason might join us for that one, because he's been popping in and out as different movies we watch. So he's like, I don't even know what you two are talking about anymore, but that's cool.
That is brilliant.
Jason came in for, I think, 3 of the Mad Max movies with us. Mm-hmm. And at one point he just looks at me and types to me and goes, you know what? I go, what? He goes, they keep giving this director more money and he keeps using it to get weirder. I'm like, you know what? I respect that. If you give them more money and they just use it to get more and more bizarre.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Black Widow?
I have not yet. I'm that person who waits until I don't have to pay $30 to see it, and I can just watch it in the comfort of my own home, eating my own popcorn.
Yeah,
that's just me. I've heard pretty good things about it, though. Have you?
Yeah, we went to see it Thursday, and
was it worth the wait?
My husband's like, "Hey, do you want to go see Black Widow?" And I'm like, "It's opening night." Like, no, I don't want to go see it on opening night. But then I'm like, well, Friday night I'm recording the podcast episodes. Saturday night we have the happy hour. So really Thursday night's the best night to go. So we ended up going and it was packed. I'm like, oh, never again will I go opening night. I'm just like this the whole time. But the movie was really good, I thought. And I tend to be kind of a harsh critic. But Florence Pugh is just like she's just a gift. She's so funny.
I keep seeing her name pop up a lot in regards to reviews, so I'm like, maybe I'll just watch it for Florence Pugh, like, because I'm fairly ambivalent towards Scarlett Johansson's version of Black Widow. I don't have anything like against like her comic book character, but I've always been mildly ambivalent towards that character. So that alone may.
Don't really follow the Marvel movies that much, but I'm like, I want to go see an action movie in the theater, so I feel like Black Widow might be it. My coworker told me, he's like, I think you'll understand it if you haven't seen that many. Like, totally. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's one where you have to know. Like, it references Civil War a little bit because it takes place after that, but you can totally like just watch them. It could be a standalone film, really.
That's always good. I do appreciate that.
It's like I liked like Black Panther for that, and Captain Marvel.
Yeah. And apparently David has a really embarrassing story of when he saw it this week, and I can't wait to hear because he mentioned it last night, and he's like, "Oh, I'll talk about that on the happy hour." I'm like, Please do.
I'm gonna tag him now. David, you need to come to happy hour. I need to humiliate you.
There's slight excitement tinged with concern.
Mhm.
You're like, oh God, what'd you do? Oh no. Yeah, no, I don't. I miss going to the movies because like I always tried like pre-COVID to do like one thing, like something like once a month where I would like take myself out, like just like on a date or something like that, just me, myself, and I. And movies were always something I always did. Like I just like, is there something good to watch? So I do kind of miss that though. So
Yeah.
although I did finally catch up on Loki, everybody tweets, like everybody on my timeline was like super good about keeping the spoilers quiet until the next day. And I'm like, I know I'm not going to get to it till this weekend, so spoil away. I need a crocodile Loki plushie.
I don't even watch Loki.
I need
I
need
don't
this
watch it
thing.
either, and I have to
fucking
know
weird.
like what's up with the crocodile because that's all I'm seeing now.
Okay, so long story short, there's multiple different versions of Loki, and they're all called variants. And apparently, at one point in his life, he was a crocodile.
Oh,
You know what? I respect that.
oh,
Yeah,
is it related to his ability to like change shape?
probably. They don't really go into explanation about it. It's just he's a variant of Loki, but he's a Loki, and he has just a little crown. And I'm just
But
like,
he's a
I accept
crocodile.
this. I accept this for the fucking weirdness it is. Because seriously, that's probably next to WandaVision. This is the most bonkers Marvel has ever gotten with things. And I'm just sitting there going, Richard Grant is Loki? Okay.
Just go with it.
Tom Hiddleston's playing about 5 different versions of himself and just killing it the whole time. I think he's having way too much fun.
That's good for him.
There
He's
are
having
those people.
way too much fun with it.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
like, what was I talking about? I said for Star Wars, it's Ben Mendelsohn and the guy who plays Moff Gideon. They're having too much fun. Somebody needs to-
yeah.
Well,
You
I
can
felt
tell.
that way with WandaVision too, because especially Tom Hiddleston, he's been playing the same character for years and years and years, and it's really nice that the shows let them like act
Oh yeah.
and be different versions of that character.
Mhm.
Because like Elizabeth Olsen is a really good actress, and I would have never known because like in the movies it's very like, contained.
Yeah, no, that's what I think's been really fun about watching, because like I'm not as invested in the Marvel stuff. Like I've kept up with it all the way throughout the years, but like if I get spoiled on it, I'm not gonna cry. But like I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning so nobody spoils fucking Bad Batch for me, which thank God they didn't this week.
Oh,
But
on that note, I still need to finish that episode.
okay, I'll be quiet.
I've seen like 75% of it.
Okay.
Okay, so I was gonna say there's nothing really to spoil at that point. The big spoiler was just
Unless something like happens at the end. I had to leave to go to an appointment, so I wasn't able to finish
the big thing was just
the topic
the
of who.
characters.
Yeah.
The characters. Oh my God, that was so good to see. I was just like, I was so happy.
My
I'm
babies.
like, we saw them both as little kids. Oh my God.
Hunter.
I don't
Hunter
know.
saved them both just so they could, be happily ever after, right? Right?
I don't know why none of us predicted that we would see Hera.
Well, yeah, like as soon as we were on Ryloth, I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna see Hera. And then but I was like, but are we gonna see Chopper? And then we saw Chopper, and I was just like, yes!
I cared more about seeing
probably more
Chopper than
excited
Hera.
to see Chopper
Me
as
too.
much as I love them both.
I do love Chopper. I love the way he talks.
I
Chopper
thought it
and
would
Wrecker
be.
interacting.
I want Chopper to hate Hunter and Tech and Echo, but love Wrecker and Omega.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so ready for next week.
It was so good.
I was expecting Hera later on because one of the leaked titles said Ryloth, and I'm
Rescue
like, oh
on
my God.
Ryloth. I think that's the next one.
I can't remember what order anything's in. I don't know. I'm really sleep deprived right now. That's why I'm like half laying down.
I didn't even like expect, even though like I knew we were going to Ryloth, like even at the opening shot when we saw all the Twilights, like even then I'm like, no, they won't show Hera.
No, I loved it though. I'm just glad we got to see her mom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I see where she gets it.
And I just went, oh no.
And yep, I went, oh
I
no.
said it's a mom in Star Wars. It's not gonna end well. There's no way it's gonna end well.
Never
Does it
ends
end well?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Although, I mean, it ended well for Hera. Well,
That is true.
For the most
Sort of.
part. Kind of.
Yeah, she lived. I don't know why the sun decided to come out. Good Lord. Oh my God, no.
It's been raining. It was raining so bad yesterday. I had to towel off after I came home from work. Literally, I had to towel dry my hair.
Wow.
Oh my.
It was bad.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it was.
Sorry,
So
Kylo was cleaning out apparently.
the Friday before last, we canceled the episode because it was just me and Jason because Megan couldn't be on. So then I'm like, okay, we're doing it next week, rain or shine. And so then my husband and I went out to eat at like 5 and it was pouring down rain. I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have said rain or shine. I made it happen.
You did. Manifested it into existence.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
it
great.
needs to stop manifesting rain here because it's just been nasty.
We needed the rain because it was getting gross down here. Like it just got more and more humid, and you're like, for the love of God, just break and rain. Just break and rain because we're all dying. It was awful.
Oh boy.
Is that teddy bear a Sith? Or
Is he a Kylo Ren bear?
It's Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just
he's
doesn't have
cute.
his mask on right now. He's
Speaking of, did anybody get one of the loaf cats?
Meg did. I have not yet though. I want one really bad.
Cute. They're so cute. Do you guys see my Lula?
Yes,
I did.
I have my giant ass, like literally this thing is probably from my hip to my head. Like that's how big this Lula is.
But that's not actually that tall.
No, but it's like the ears. It's the ears that make it. Like
no, I mean you're not that tall.
No, I'm not. I know I'm not that tall. Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh my God. No, we were getting that was it. She was stuffed in my mailbox, and I'm like, I pulled it out because it didn't have anything on the outside. And Arzu, who I don't know if you guys know, she made it for me and sent it from Canada. And I'm like, what the fuck did I order from Canada? Couldn't remember for like I stood there for like a solid 2 minutes in my driveway going, I don't know what this is because A, it's ginormous, B, it's from Canada. And then like out in my driveway, like, and I just went, Lula! And then like ran back inside. I was like, I probably looked like an idiot, but it was really cute.
Ooh.
I love Lula.
I am unboxing. I got a bunch of Amazon credits for adding a MasterCard. So guess who I bought?
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, 2 of my things came in today.
That's so good. What was the other one?
Let's see. I think it's supposed to be my gloves because I bought new cosplay gloves.
For Jen?
Yes.
Okay. Live unboxing here on Followers
Yeah,
of the
let's
Force.
see how much confusion Rachel can be put into by a package.
Ooh.
Oh, those are nice. Are those just more accurate, or did you just get a replacement?
Just a replacement because my other ones were getting a little worn.
Oh, okay. No, those are good.
Yeah. I think they're a little bigger than my old ones because I didn't know what size to buy, but that'll probably be good.
Mm-hmm. Especially in like because that material kind of shrinks.
Yeah.
No, looks good. I like it.
Thank you. I'm also getting another action figure and a water bottle because I broke my Jen Erso water bottle.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I got like $40 in Amazon credit from adding a MasterCard, and then because I bought like a $100 gift card because I use it for like auto ship stuff. So I just bought a gift card to get the extra money.
Mm.
I was about to say, I was like, I would like $40 of Amazon credit. I need more sandpaper.
I just because I buy dog food, so I just paid and got a gift card, and then it'll just keep taking the dog food out of the gift card.
Oof, that's a good idea.
Okay, 'cause I got my dog food on auto ship.
That's a good idea. No.
Because somebody apparently likes to eat.
Somebody needs to eat. Somebody likes to eat. I don't know. Is what it is.
Get under the covers if you're shivering. My dog is sitting on top of his blanket shaking. I'm like, get under the blanket then, dum-dum.
Just throw it on him. He'll be fine.
I would, but he's on the other side of the room.
Oh, speaking of buying things, and from what is this? And Bad
Lord
Batch.
and Savior Amazon.
Our Lord, speaking of our Lord and Savior Amazon, and the great wheel of capitalism. No, when we were watching the Bad Batch episode, I was watching it. I'm like, oh no, I need another clone helmet. This is bad.
Oh no.
I can't help it. I see a clone with colors and I'm like, I missed you. I missed you so much. No, fucking love Hauser. Like literally, I watched the episode. I went back and I'm like, what was his name? I missed it. So I watched the subtitles like for a good 5 minutes. I'm like, I need to know his name. Yeah, and everybody's capitalizing it. I don't know if you guys know Melissa from the Nerf Herder, the one who I get my wax melts from. She's releasing a Hauser scent tonight, and I'm like, I'm gonna get it.
That was so fast.
She's good.
Somebody makes Jin Urso wax melts, and I'm like, I need it, but I don't need it, but I need it. I got on Etsy again, and I'm like, stop getting on Etsy. Every time you get on Etsy, you spend money.
I mean, well, it's a good place to be. I was like, where'd you get that one?
Etsy. I don't remember the shop name. I just ordered a couple of things.
I just bought it. I don't know who it came from.
It's been a really long week. Leave me alone.
Listen, I feel that in my soul.
This was a couple weeks ago's purchase, so you know.
She's cute.
Jin Urso. We got Funko Pops, Jin Urso. I can't figure out how to point in this thing. Good Lord.
I know, that was me earlier. I was using StreamYard to put, because I did my makeup for the first live stream at work because I had to be on like 10 minutes after I left work. So I'm trying to do my makeup, but every time it's like my thing's mirrored, so I didn't know where my hand was. It's great fun.
Oh my God, I love that. It's got all
anyway, is there anything else we needed to cover on the live stream? Because I can't remember what happened this week in Star Wars.
We never need to cover anything on the.
I just didn't know if there was anything that we were going to get off this stream and be like, oh my God, I forgot to talk about.
What was it? Ronin.
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Ronin, was that like the new? Oh, hold on, I gotta look.
New novel that ties into Visions,
Mm-hmm.
which, mind you, they dropped it on Thursday again because Star Wars literally knows when we do a news show and then drops all the news the next day.
Oh, found it. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw this. It ties into Visions, and here's the summary. A mysterious former Sith wanders the galaxy in this stunning Star Wars tale, an original novel inspired by the world of The Duel from the Star Wars Visions animated anthology. So I guess when we see that episode, we'll have some more backstory on this. The Jedi are the most loyal servants of the Empire. Wait, what? Hold on, this is the first time I'm reading this. We are going to be a live reaction here. 2 decades ago, Jedi clans clashed in service to feuding lords. Sickened by this endless cycle, a sect of Jedi rebelled, seeking to control their own destiny and claim power in service of no master. They called themselves Sith. The Sith rebellion failed, succumbing to infighting and betrayal, and the once rival lords unified to create an empire. But even an empire at peace is not free from violence. This just sounds really, really good. Far on the edge of the Outer Rim, one former Sith wanders, accompanied only by a faithful droid and the ghost of a less civilized age. I just heard Obi-Wan's voice in my head.
Yeah.
He carries a lightsaber but claims lineage to no Jedi clan and pledges allegiance to no lord. Little is known about him, including his name, for he never speaks of his past nor his regrets. His history is as guarded as the red blade of destruction he carries sheathed at his side. As the galaxy's perpetual cycle of violence continues to interrupt his self-imposed exile, and he is forced to duel an enigmatic bandit claiming the title of Sith, it becomes clear that no amount of wandering will ever let him outpace the specters of his former life. This is very dramatic.
Sounds really good.
I'm very here for this. And here's the cover via Tom from Del Rey.
Ooh, I love it.
And it's called Ronin. So my niece on that's his name.
I mean,
Hold on, we're this way. Yeah, there we go.
nobody knows his name. Then we call
And
the
it's
book
written
Ronin.
by Emma. Forgive me if I mispronounce this. I apologize. Miko Candon. 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 I apologize if I mispronounced that. So, I don't know about you, but I feel like Visions is going to be one of those things where it's like I was kind of ambivalent about it, but I think I'm really going to like this.
Yeah, me too.
Because I know, Emily, you're really into anime. Rachel, I think no, you're not. Okay. But like, I was just like, this just looks really cool. So I'm hoping this might be a gateway for people like me who really aren't into anime, maybe to explore more
that's
into
what I'm
that.
hoping for.
Yeah,
for me.
or as Star Wars, just for people who like anime who maybe aren't really into Star Wars, and they'll be like, oh, this is kind of wild.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And it's really cool because so much of Star Wars is like inspired by anime and Japan, like to bring in Japanese creators to kind of like and give them the freedom to explore that genre and tell like stories that are outside of like the normal canon. And like, I don't know, I feel like if you write for Star Wars, you're kind of boxed in.
You're almost boxed into like Western media genre.
Yeah.
To a certain degree. Because like, I mean, we all know with like The Mandalorian, it's very heavily influenced by samurai films, but also Western cowboy stuff.
Yeah.
And then The Bad Batch to a certain degree has always been influenced by that.
Yeah. And so I like that they have more freedom with it.
Oh yeah, I love it. And then some people were losing their marbles online because apparently the whole Visions thing, everything that we're going to see is not technically going to be canon, I believe.
Right.
And they were like, you can't do that. I'm like, yes, they fucking can. They're Star Wars. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They can do whatever the fuck they want besides cater to your whiny whims. So,
guys,
but no, I like
Disney
it.
owns the world. Just embrace our new mouse overlords.
Literally, it does.
And if they did make it canon, those same people would probably also throw fits.
Exactly. You
I
can't
was
win.
going to say,
this is Star Wars.
Most of it's not even with established characters, and they're making it where it can be kind of seems like it's with the idea of the Marvel what ifs, like so they can play with the idea that the Jedi work for the Empire. And
I also like the thing, and I think we've discussed this before multiple times, but I have always loved the discussion of Star Wars is set in a galaxy far, far away. It's myth, and we're just telling these stories to each generation as we go. Who's to say it wasn't something that actually happened, but now it's a story passed down through that galaxy that now we're just getting a reiteration of in its own way.
I love it.
I know, I do too. I always love the idea of like Star Wars just as a myth. Like we see that as the High Republic. We're going to see that with Visions. Like, I don't know. I really, really like it. And it's such a conglomeration of so many different stories. Like you have romance, like with Anakin and Padme. You've got war, like with the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch that you're seeing. You have Westerns, like with the Mandalorian. Like, and then the High Republic. It's almost like Arthurian legend. Like there's so many different genres to explore within the galaxy. And the fact that everyone's like, well, I don't like this part. You don't have to like it. I know I'm getting on a soapbox. I'm sorry. I'll get off of it in a second. But it's like, you don't have to like everything. Like there's something for everybody. We said this multiple times. So it's just like, I don't know. I always try to keep an open mind.
Pardon me. It's the same idea. Have you guys watched the Mad Max films?
Just the newest one.
Yeah, I've only seen the one with Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron.
Yeah. Which, first of all, that's the best one. Second of all, it's the whole idea, like, seems to be, like, because people are trying to figure out the continuity and when he went here and when the world ended and all this. But, like, it's just legends of the man named Max. It's just stories that are told. They may not fit together. They may be exaggerated. It's just the legends of this man named Max.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how Prometheus is to the alien timeline as well. Because it's not really a prequel because it's like it doesn't fit the continuity, but it's still like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so speaking of upcoming Star Wars project stories, somebody pointed this out to me the other day. You know how there's a droid story coming out? Like it was one of the announced projects. Well, for a couple of months at the very least, at one point at the base on Yavin 4, there was Chopper, K2, R2, and C3PO all at the same time. This is what I want a droid story to be about.
Oh my god.
Oh
just
man.
saying. Somebody pointed this out to me and I went,
Somebody died. I feel it. Somebody died during that occupation.
Something happened. That's a lot of.
and
It's
it might
classified
not have even
intel.
been a stormtrooper. They just found a body stuffed in the closet and they're
Oh
like,
my
nobody
God.
tell Hera.
Oh my god.
That would be great.
I need it. Oh my god, that just made me super happy. I don't know. That makes me really happy.
I don't know. But somebody told me that. Now I can't stop thinking about that timeline. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I need this movie. Oh, baby.
This one? Oh, yeah.
Sorry, your dog's being adorable in the background.
Oh, I feel so bad for him. It's because, like, I get home every day now and it's just like, dude, I gotta sleep and eat. Like, that's all I have the energy for right now.
He's like, but mom, I also enjoy sleeping and eating. Maybe I'll sleep and eat with you.
Oh, he's been good. He's been so good. I'm so
He's like,
spoiled.
Mom, I'm part Dalmatian, and like historically, they were firefighters too.
Historically. Oh no. Oh my god, he loses marbles. Oh my god.
That was my friend who was
He would.
that I was telling you about, Hannah, that I've been talking to, who's a historian and a retired firefighter.
Mhm.
He, when he first started, he had a Dalmatian, and his mom would watch it while he was at
Was on
work.
shift.
But
Aw,
if there
that's-
was a like a tour group coming in, they'd bring his Dalmatian to the firehouse because they're like, oh, the Boy Scouts love to see him, and they just
Aw.
gave him the idea that we always had a Dalmatian around.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't think we can do that.
Meanwhile,
Something about
I
allergies and liabilities.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my dog doesn't do anything but sleep.
Sleep, shake, and pee.
They're all good.
They are. They're all
Cherish
good.
them while you have them.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I will.
Always.
My mom's 14-year-old three-legged dog the other day, they took her to the vet because they're like, oh, she's panting. Maybe her she has heart failure or something. They're like, no, we think it's arthritis. Like her hip just hurts and she has some allergies. And so my sister's like, so basically what you're saying is Bindi is panting because she's being hella dramatic about something. And I'm like, yeah, sounds like Bindi.
I mean, hip pain hurts, man.
Yeah.
It does. I thought it was funny because this dog is a drama queen.
Poor
That has been-
thing.
oh goodness, my Sheltie, who passed a few years ago, if you weren't paying attention to her, she'd lay down on her side, completely like dead dog on her side flat, and go at you until
Rex
you
would do
paid
that too.
attention to. I'm like, excuse me, drama queen, can I help you?
My
yeah.
God.
Yeah. Rex would get like his fussiness was just like breathing heavy, like
It was thundering here last night, so I got home from work when it was pouring, and I sat down in my recliner to, take my shoes off, and then all of a sudden there's two dogs that were like, I'm not scared, I just need to be touching mom right now. I'm like, yeah, cool,
I just need-
totally.
I need to touch. Oh my God. I love that.
Oh, goodness, it's been my mom keeps sending me reports that one of her dogs fell into the pool because she was chasing her tail and not looking where she was going and fell right into the pool. My mom's like,
God.
yeah, and then she got scared and forgot how to swim, so your sister had to go save her. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm sure my sister
Oh
loved
my
having to go
God.
save this dog. I had just left. I'd gotten out of the pool, I had dried off, changed, put everything in the car, and just left. 10 minutes later, I get a text that the dog has fallen into the pool chasing her tail, and I'm like,
I have fallen and can't get up.
I'm like, seems about right. Seems about right.
God, I love that so much. But also, poor puppers.
And my mom was like, I told you to look where you were going. Did you listen to me? No.
No. That'd be too easy.
I know.
Yeah, we went to the pool earlier today, and there were some other people there, but we're like, it's all right. And we got in, and then we went to lay down and sunbathe. But the family that was there had brought like a stereo or like a Bluetooth speaker or something, and they were playing country music.
Oh no.
No.
And so we sat there through a few songs, and like the lyrics in country music, just not that inspired. So like a few times we would look at each other.
Cup.
And then it got to a song, and the song ended talking about like a guy mowing grass after church. And so me and my husband look at each other and we're like, all right, it's time to go. So we were there for like half an hour.
Okay, you know what we need to do? We need to get a bot, teach it all the country music, and make it make up a song. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Probably not.
We would not.
You play it backwards. You get your truck back. You get your dog back. You get your wife back.
Get your life back. Oh my God. Yes. Can we please do this?
Just can't do country.
Oh my God. And like if it was maybe like, I don't know. I kind of like the older stuff, but that's just me. Ow.
I like the genre of country that's the women's that's like, I'm going to kill my husband. That's my genre of country.
I'm going to key his car.
Yeah, like if it was Carrie Underwood or like older Taylor Swift, fine, good.
And some of y'all didn't know what they did to Earl.
Oh, I do love the Dixie Chicks too.
Oh yeah,
but this was some twangy. I don't even know. And like the narrative of the song didn't make any sense. The music itself wasn't that like catchy or great, and it was just and like an Adele song came on, and I'm like, okay. I can handle this, but then they would go and skip all the pop songs until they got to the next country song. Like, no, I can't.
See, that's like the older countries get. Then it got like really stupidly misogynistic and racist and everything after like 9/11.
Yeah,
when everything got real bad for a while there. But yeah.
Yeah, and then we went to get ice cream. We had a nice day today. Haircuts, swimming, ice cream.
That sounds like
day.
That sounds like an A+ day.
Yeah, and then so we went on the bench on campus, and we were eating our ice cream, and a truck drives by, and they're just blasting really bad country music. And like, is there no escape?
The universe wanted you to hear it today, Emily.
I mean, considering where you're at, like...
Yeah, I guess so, Alabama. I just want to go outside and enjoy nature.
Sorry.
It's like, yikes.
No, yeah. Can't escape it. Not there, not now, not ever again. No. In the winter, they just listen to it with their windows rolled up. Just a different vibe.
No, it could be then. I guess country doesn't have the hard beat. Like my sister used to get picked up for school when I was in college, so I could sleep in a little more. But the neighbor kid would come pick her up, and you couldn't hear his car. You just felt it. It was
just deep in your soul.
I'm like,
oh God.
I'm knocking on the window. I'm like, Brian, my window is shaking. Stop it.
Stop it. Oh my God, no. Speaking of music, did y'all hear Billie Eilish's new song?
I did.
I haven't. I don't.
It is.
Is she gonna kill her husband?
No, it's called NDA. Like, it's super good.
She's doing the theme for the new Bond movie.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. That one's been out for a while. What they got? Commercial.
No, I'm just waiting for the new Bond movie. Still waiting. Just waiting.
Oh boy.
Stop licking your paws. Stop it.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh, it's really good.
I like Billie Eilish, but she was one where like I got on that train late. the album had already had a successful year, and I hadn't heard it until like the next year, and I'm like, oh yeah, I see why people like it.
Oh, it's so good. Sometimes I have to listen to it a couple of times just because just the way she sings, it's very just kind of muffled sometimes. So I'm just like, I like this. It sounds good, but what are the words?
Yeah.
I need words. But no, she's great. I love the new look. I love the album, and because she has an album coming out soon, and I'm just like, sweet, I can get behind this vibe. So I don't know. Just speaking of bops, now I'm thinking of country music and Star Wars.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What does that sound like?
Cad Bane would definitely listen to country.
Oh, we
music.
know
Oh my God.
we know what cowboy music sounds like thanks to Cad Bane.
I feel
Oh
like
my
the
God.
Mandalorian is somebody that everybody would expect to like country music, but he does not.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, what? Okay, so cowboy
I feel like,
music.
I mean, he was raised in a very, very strict religion. He probably is not allowed to listen to music or dance.
Or dance.
I feel a
Watch
fanfic
movies.
coming on from this conversation.
I really hope that all our conversations inspire such things.
Maybe not good ones, but no. Who else? Country music. Unironically likes it. Cad Bane definitely would. I think Toto really likes it.
Who can we see like just pulling out a guitar?
I mean, technically Boba Fett. Thanks to
I feel like
Tamara
Boba
Morrison.
Fett might like country music ironically.
He can play a guitar like super well.
Huh.
I feel like Boba Fett would be a very good serenader. But then he'd kill you with his guitar afterwards. I don't know. Be very good. Does that mean all the clones play guitars? Or is this just me running away with
talent
it?
is genetic.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is genetic. I don't know if this is genetic talent. Okay, anyways. All right. Pushing back from that train of thought. We're good.
You know Hera has like a stereo on the Ghost.
Oh no, she listens to like rap.
I was gonna say Hera,
Like,
and
Mama
nobody's allowed to
listens
touch it.
rap. Like
Nobody is
hard
allowed
rap.
to touch it.
No.
Kanan switched the station once.
Cardi
Hasn't since
B,
then.
Megan Thee Stallion. That'd be good. Maybe some others. I'm not very familiar with rappers. My sister needs to come here and help me out, but no, unironically. That'd be good. Chopper listens to like Norwegian death metal.
While waving his little arms.
Maybe, I don't know. Would Callus listen to cowboy music?
Yeah.
I feel like in his mind he's a cowboy, and then Zeb just makes fun of him for
Yeah.
hours about it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Ezra probably listens to some angsty teenage shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars version of My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy.
Oh yeah.
And you know Sabine mocks him mercilessly for it.
Oh yeah. But what does she listen to?
Like,
Maybe like techno and EDM?
yeah, I get that vibe.
Maybe. I feel like that'd be good
Either that
painting
or, like,
music.
Either that or like girl power pop. Like, I mean, with all the color. Like, I'm thinking like the
Emily, you look like
Perry
you disagree.
color.
Or you're very confused.
I think no, I don't think that she would listen to anything too mainstream. I think it would be more like electronica.
Like indie folk.
Yeah.
Maybe K-pop? I don't know. I don't know.
It would be whatever no one else is listening to.
That's a good assessment. I like that one. Is Kanan Jairus is Cowboy Dad. Cowboy Dad listens to.
Yeah, Kanan has bad taste in music.
Just all around. He likes
Hera
the
came
songs
back
that
from-
everybody overplays like 50 million times and thinks they're just the greatest thing.
Hera came back. He had switched all of her stereo over. She almost killed him.
There was almost murder that day.
Chopper was like excited.
Oh, that's a good one. Now we're just on this train. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this train.
Padme
I feel like
probably
Han
listens
Solo
to
might listen to
piano.
cowboy music.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Is it Nickelback though?
Yes.
It's gonna be Nickelback. Yeah. Okay. It's electronica pop. What were you gonna say about Padme, Emily?
It's all just instrumental, violin, piano.
It's very refined and sophisticated. Yeah, the Cantina theme. I feel like that's a good bop. That's number one.
Bum, 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 bum.
I was listening to when I was studying earlier today. I was listening to like the lo-fi playlist that's on Spotify for it. I just started humming. It was very distracting. Like if I have study music, I have to have some music that I don't know the words to. Otherwise, I'll just start humming. And like I don't know if y'all have heard like the lo-fi music, but it's always in like a slightly notched key, and it's always either a little too fast or too slow from what it normally is. Oh, I got so distracted. I was like, this was simultaneously the best and worst idea I've ever had.
It is kind of funny that like we only really know what Jabba listens to.
It's true. Yeah, we only know what like party music sounds like in Star Wars. Like you have Jabba's, you have Maz's castle, you have the cantina. I guess technically, well, no, because this still counts as entertainment. I don't know if you guys have listened to the Bad Batch soundtrack, but there's literally a whole 8-minute track at the end that's all the music from Sid's jukebox.
Oh.
It is a bop and a half. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like the Kiner brothers went hard on this.
Yeah, I mean the only music that's in
pops.
I just like to have the idea that all Star Wars music is secretly like in universe. So literally whenever somebody does something dramatic, they just hear the music swell.
The Force
behind
theme
them.
just starts playing.
Then we
Oh.
could go with they do though use like in universe music. They do have the Imperial March because it's used for like Empire Day and it's used for
You're right.
the recruitment theme in Solo. So I feel like this means that at some point Anakin made somebody follow him around with a jukebox or with a boombox.
Mm-hmm.
You know that episode? It's been a while since I've watched Rebels, but where they take the Lasat back to, maybe not back, but to that planet.
Mm-hmm.
And the instrumental, like it's a really pretty song during that.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I know which I know.
I cannot remember. But that song, like I cannot listen to it without thinking of that scene, and it's like it's present when it's going on. So I get that feeling. Like they can hear it too.
Yeah, no. I love it. Yeah, that's how I feel about Buried in the Dead. Like I just hear those first couple of notes and I'm like, thanks, shuffle. Shatter
Your father
my
would be proud.
We all have those ones.
Yep.
We always have those ones. So what was it? Oh yeah, because when we were talking about what was it, the soundtrack episode that we talked about, like all the prequel, was it the prequels that we were talking about specifically? And we ended up getting on the subject of the music, like where John Williams just was like let loose on prequel music.
the day John Williams said,
swear to God, there was a melted trombone or some instrument somewhere after this. Like he had all of that, and then like Ludwig Göransson had the melted recorder after doing the Mandalorian thing. Like swear to God, there's a giant ass recorder in the Star Wars universe, and it is specifically a Mandalorian instrument.
I just like my thing is like with Star Wars music, John Williams literally went, you know what would be really cool if we had an operatic chorus to do Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
And then Attack of the Clones came around and he goes, you know what this needs? Electric guitar. And then there's a meme somewhere that just says, I'll do what I must, and then it says John Williams waving in front of a piano that's on fire for the Battle of the Heroes. John Williams was like, but wait, there's more.
It's so good.
I don't know if Hannah's laughing at that or if she just had a thought.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Sorry. My Melissa, who does the wax melts, sent me the TikTok links to her Hauser wax melts, and I was howling at it. Like, I am simultaneously amused and also in so much trouble. Sorry.
So what does Hauser smell like?
All right, you want to know? Because I do know, apparently.
Okay, go hit me.
No, so for all the clones, she put down a base of vetiver, which is super light. Like if you ever buy her Rex one, that's kind of their base smell. And it smells like clean laundry. It's a very light, very nice scent for like spring and summer. So if you're like really sensitive, it's a great one. But this one, and for all the other ones, for all the other clones, she has the vetiver, but then like a different scent for them. This one was, I had to look up this because I don't know what this actual smell was. What was it? Ambroxan. I think that's how you say it. And apparently, I had to Google it. I'm like, what does ambroxan smell like? Because like I know what patchouli smells like. I know what a bunch of other things smell like.
Yeah, it smells like hippies.
It's a nice smell. I'm
Nope.
not a hippie, but I like the smell of patchouli. It's very nice. That and what is it? Oh, I'm gonna butcher this one so hard. OUD. I think you say oud. I don't know.
Heard of it.
It's a popular like Middle Eastern scent, and it's absolutely lovely. Didn't know I would like that, but no. Ambroxan apparently is defined as. I can't say this without laughing. I'm sorry. I have a problem. We're just watching my meltdown in real time. I'm gonna be fine.
I mean, that's what I was here for.
This is fine. Ambroxan has a strong, woody, ambery, sweet, earthy. There's a lot of hyphens in this. Musky odor with a delicate animal tonality. I just sent her the message of, "Are you trying to kill me?" And then she's like, and she said,
"Where do you get these wax melts?"
The Nerf Herder Co.
Oh, I see
and
it now.
Melissa is a wonderful human. And she said, "It smells like sexy man in a bottle." I'm like, okay, I'm sold. Her words, not mine.
So I was in a Christmas movie 2 years ago. I was an extra in a party scene, and there was a candle that I was supposed to be getting from a white elephant that we kept smelling. Because, you have to do the same thing take after take. And it was called Sexy AF. And it was just like delicious man smell. And I'm like, why does it smell like sexy man?
Oh, you'll really like her smells then. I'm melting one of the Darth Maul ones right now.
What does he smell like? Pure concentrated rage?
It's not appropriate for the internet. It is
okay.
Very nice.
Text me later.
Very nice. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, trust me. Yeah. Anyways, but no, she doesn't miss on her smells, so highly recommend
Emily's
her.
like, I am uncomfortable.
Emily's like, I'm very uncomfortable. But she has some really nice ones too. Like, what was it? Like the Jedi Archives kind of smell like leather and paper. And then she has Dex's Diner, which smells like apple pie. And then she has a Star Wars Lo-Fi, which smells like a coffee shop. So it's a bunch of different ones. So recommend her. So, and then there's one where it's the Lake Country of Naboo. I got like a little sample scent of it. It smells like beautiful spring grass.
Oh,
so
I'd probably sniff it and sneeze.
It's a Kylo Ren.
Oh yeah, I have seen these because she does a Jyn Erso one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm also doing a giveaway. So anybody who's watching, go to my Instagram. There's a giveaway, and that is one of her prizes. If you haven't already. You follow me. I'm telling it for the masses. So.
But if you tell the masses, then my chances get lower.
No, it's a good one. So.
Oh, I finally got my order from Tekadana Traders as well.
Which one did you get? What'd you get?
I got the Pride tote bag.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Of course, it arrived. I went out of town for the weekend, and it arrived like 2 hours after I left, and I'm like, well, damn it.
God, that would be right.
Oh yeah, they've got because she's the one. She also does some for like ships and stuff. Like they've got Across the Stars, General Kenobi, Tech,
Mm-hmm.
Blue Milk,
Mm-hmm.
Fives. Do you just melt that one and cry, Hannah?
I haven't bought it yet. That's gonna go in my Hauser order tonight. I'm just gonna buy all the clones and cry. That's literally what I do.
What does Canaan smell like? Apparently,
I can't tell if you're very concerned or really interested. I'm
Indonesian sandalwood and amber noir. Oh,
That's
for
nice.
Meg, since Meg isn't here, Bo-Katan is incense and white musk. We miss you, Meg.
We do miss you, Meg.
Nobody has talked about our Lord and Savior Bo-Katan for like 3 weeks.
Well, apparently, no, I just saw this today. This was interesting. Apparently, people are shipping Fennec Shand and Bo-Katan.
I have seen that because people they thought Fennec was definitely into girls. And I would not say that they're wrong, but I would also, I mean, she and Boba Fett looked pretty damn cozy too.
Oh, I love them together.
And isn't it the Ahsoka Tan thing? Meg ship?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Ever
yeah.
since I think season 7, or
Well, forever.
It'll be forever for some people.
Ever since
What was it, that butt slap from?
Who's slapping whose butt?
Yeah. Well, no, for me it was mainly the matching headbands and
It was
and
that was it.
That was what I'm like, yep, okay.
I feel like that's literally the most female queer thing you can do is have matching headbands. Like, as the representative of this segment of the population.
Yeah. The way they look at each other. It's yeah. There's chemistry.
And it's not like when somebody was asking why I thought Poe Dameron was bi, I'm like, look, that man has chemistry with everything because I think Oscar Isaac has chemistry with literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's just a very...
Yeah, but when you said Poe Dameron, I was thinking Cass. I guess because I'm just used to you talking about Cassian.
Cassian could also be bi, but we only ever really see him into one person.
Yeah.
And that's barely at all. But in the novel, it's really, really obvious that he really, really is checking Jyn out, and it's very funny.
Like, sir, you're as subtle as a sledgehammer.
No, my thing is when, like, Saw's palace is coming, palace or whatever is coming down on them, and he has the information he needs and could head for the ship, and he goes back for Jyn instead. I'm like, sir, your crush is showing.
Like, sir.
K2's like, wait a second, we added how many passengers to this ship right now? Because 2 of you left, and 5 of you came back. Ooh, what does joining the dark side smell like?
Cookies.
Oh my god! It does smell like cookies.
Oh, that's great.
It's really sad. I wasn't even looking at it, and I knew exactly which one that was.
1 second. Sorry, I gotta plug my computer in. Ah! My cords are all tangled in my teddy bear.
Oh my god.
Help! I don't know how to adult.
Hard same. I'm just making shit up.
I think you're doing pretty well.
Thank you,
That's not
Emily.
even the cord for this computer. Send help. I need sleep.
What is sleep? What is sleep?
I don't know. It's a concept I'm not really sure of.
It's a strange concept where technically we like die for 8 hours and then we wake up.
God.
But not really.
I agreed to go to brunch with a friend tomorrow at 8:30 on a Sunday, and I'm like, why?
Who brunches at 8:30? That's called breakfast.
Well, that is technically breakfast. I agreed to go to brunch, and then we decided on 8:30 because my friend's coming through town on his way back to his job.
Okay.
So
But
there's
tell
a
them
reason.
It's breakfast. It's not brunch.
Yeah.
Just no.
Yeah. No.
Brunch is like, okay, so what are your ideal brunch hours then? Because mine's like specifically from 10:30 to maybe 1. I have a window.
I feel like it's about then, but since I will eat breakfast at most times of the day, maybe I'd push it to about 11.
That'd be a good one. Yeah.
But I mean, Bloody Marys are valid too. Anytime.
It's just you're
really.
drinking tomato juice out of a can. Like it's so
But
gross.
I make a really good bloody. You're like my sister. She's like, that's soup, and I'm like,
It
Bloody
really
Marys are-
is. It's cold soup with
I've only had
vegetables.
one time, and I really liked it. So
Okay, sometime Emily, if you
Maybe
and I
I
ever
just
go to
haven't
Star
had
Wars,
a good one.
I make really good Bloody Marys. So when we're all hungover at a Star Wars celebration, I'll make a round.
I'm gonna need one.
sounds good.
Okay. Who would you go to brunch with in Star Wars?
I don't know if anybody in Star Wars is brunch people.
Like who would
There's
you
a
okay.
vibe.
Like if
There's
you're
a
mildly hungover the next day after like going out with these people, like who do you want in your group that is not screaming at a 10:30 when you've got a headache and you just need a Bloody Mary? That is kind of the premise of this choice. Sorry. My word.
I feel like you would not want to go to brunch with Sabine because I feel like she's intense.
She'd be that chipper person who's not hungover and she had just as many drinks as you and she's smaller.
I
I'd
feel
be
like
really
Hera
angry.
might be in that category too.
I'd be really angry.
I feel like Kanan gets hungover probably
Yeah.
easily.
I feel like I would want Boba Fett because I feel like he'd just be really quiet and grumpy, and that's all I want. I just want silence while I eat my eggs. And then Kanan, because I'm sure he knows all the good hangover cures. Plus, he'd also hopefully be silent.
See Leia.
He'd be
as
going,
a-
"This is my excited face."
I can see
That
Leia
would be a good one.
as a brunch person because she, grew up as a princess, so she knows how to act.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I could see-
Kanan
I-
and Boba
take-
Fett.
take-
Those are the
take
just
Din.
silence.
Just take Din because he just doesn't want to talk anyway.
That's a
He would
good
just sit there looking uncomfortable.
Yep, I'd take Din. Because then Grogu could distract me if I get grumpy. Yep, those are my 3. 3.5 if you count Grogu. I'd give him like my French toast sticks. He could have a couple and some bacon. He probably loves bacon. I don't know. There's some frog legs. I don't know.
I think because I'd always go with like my revolutionary girls, but I feel like some of them are a little intense.
Yeah.
Like Sabine, probably a little intense in the mornings. I think Ray would probably be a little intense in the mornings. I feel like Jyn Erso is not a morning person, so she can come.
I feel like Ray would be like very chipper and excited about her first hangover, and you're like, please stop.
Can I go to brunch with Ben Solo because he would just sit in the corner and brood, and I'd
You
be
can go with
able to-
whoever you want. I'm just
like, you just brood over there for a while. See, I feel like I would go to brunch with Jyn just because like she and I are very similar, so I feel like we'd have very similar morning personas, and it would be that agreement because I wake up fairly quickly and but you just gotta have the same level of reaction to stuff. Because I wake up fairly quickly, but I'm not a morning person.
I just want some waffles and silence.
I'm just trying to figure out who in Star Wars is morning people, because like there's a couple.
Question.
Well, who's mourning on what planet? Like,
Now we are
what
asking.
is time?
I don't know. I spent half of today thinking it was Friday.
Oh man, no. What is time? I don't know what day. What day is it? Today's Saturday. Yeah, that's why we're here. It's Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. Now I want brunch.
No, waffles sound really good right now.
I had a skillet this morning because I've been like, so the other day, I'm like, I'm going to eat better, right? Famous last words. I need to get my blood pressure down. I'm going to eat better.
Always.
So there's this tiny little Mexican place that's only drive-through and now DoorDash because they're literally like a small, tiny restaurant in the parking lot of another restaurant. So they don't have dine-in, but they serve breakfast burritos, but they also serve omelets. So they had a steak omelet. And I'm like, with rice and beans as a side. So I had like my tamale for my delivery minimum, whatever. But I went, okay, I can eat the rice and beans for lunch after I have a big breakfast. I figured it was going to be, like a couple egg omelet with the steak they put on their tacos and maybe some onions and stuff in it, and it would be good, right? They gave me a steak burrito with scrambled eggs as the wrap. It was this big.
That is amazing.
Covered in 7 pounds of cheese. I'm like, this isn't good for me at all. It's glorious, but it's not good for me at all. And it was beautiful. But today I was eating a skillet because I got home from work. I worked a double yesterday and then had to go back in at 7:45 this morning. But there's a thunderstorm last night, so I didn't sleep well. So I'm like, I need eggs and a Diet Pepsi. And my coworker's like, anything else you need? I'm like, for us to not speak.
You know what? That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Wow. Pinterest.
Now I'm looking at all these wax melts, and I need them all.
It will suck up your wallet.
I don't even know if I have a wax melter. I did.
Not that expensive.
I couldn't tell you where it is now. It might have died in the move. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know if I had one when I first got it. I'm like, do I have one? And then my mom, very, very much knowing her daughter, had given me one about 4 years ago. And it somehow still works. And I love it very much.
Looking for Rogue One wax melts now.
Yeah, I couldn't. But my husband is very like anti-scent. So.
Oh. Does he wear like cologne or anything?
That used to be how my ex was, but he liked his wax melts because he swore otherwise it smelled like the dogs. And I'm like, well, maybe if you help me clean the house once in a while, it wouldn't smell like the dog in here.
Yeah. Well, and that was another reason why, well, we're not allowed to burn candles, but I never burned like wax because Rex was really, sensitive to smell too. Mm-hmm. And we live in not a tiny apartment, but the air, just like circulates with it.
Yeah. Ugh. All the sneezes. What? Speaking of, what are you sneezing at?
My dog has learned when we went to my mom's for 4th of July, their neighbors were barbecuing. And I was watching my dog do his meat dance on the front lawn, which is when my dog is literally like either on the ground or on his hind legs doing circles because he's like, meat, Mom, I smell meat. And I would watch his dog. I'd be sitting talking to my dog and my parents, and then I'd watch out, see out of the corner of my eye, Boot start sneaking into the neighbor's yard. I'm like, they're not sharing with you. Get back here. And he's like, but one of the kids might drop a hot dog, Mom.
There you go. Or just launch it.
I'm like, you are a hot dog. Get in the house. And then my mom made him his own hot dog for the 4th of July. And she's like, oh, it's for Mr. Bootser. And I'm like, really?
Nice. No, the 4th
my mom dropped a full hot dog, and her little 18-pound Lhasa that will fight you. Mind you, this is a little fluffy dog, looks like a mop, she'll fight you. Caught one of the hot dogs she dropped. Nobody was sharing this hot dog. This little mop is sitting there with it between her front legs like, no, get away from me. You put your hand anywhere near her, she's, and we're like, fine, it's Jovi's hot dog. Jesus. It's this little 20-pound mop of a dog guarding a hot dog. I'm like, cool, Jove.
I love that. No, our 4th thankfully wasn't bad. Like, we had a bunch of fireworks going off, so I didn't sleep. But, which it's also illegal in the city. You can't shooting off fireworks, but I guess if everyone's doing it, the police can't arrest everyone. Thankfully, there's a firehouse about 2 blocks from my house. I'm like, great, if my roof catches on fire, I know who I'm calling.
Last year, a kid accidentally shot a bottle rocket at my front porch, and I only figured it out because I found the bottle rocket on my stairs. I'm like, my stairs are wood.
Like, please stop. Yeah, no, I just did all that, and then but 7 just slept through the whole thing, and I'm like, what is this like? What is it like to be you?
Aww.
And even the cats were cool. I think Yennefer, of the 3 of them, probably didn't do well. She didn't do the best with it. She just very nervous all night. But we made it. Nothing caught on fire. The trees didn't catch on fire. We're great.
We went downtown to see the fireworks because it was our first year not having a pet, and so normally we don't leave Rex alone during fireworks or anything like that. But we're like, well, we have an empty nest, so might as well, go and see the fireworks. So we went, and they had the public gather in a soccer field, and we brought a blanket and everything, and they had little food stands, and we got there 2 hours early and found the spot, and had our blanket out, and we had hot dogs and waited for 2 hours. We don't know anyone in town. So it was really just us. And then so 8:30 comes and they start shooting off fireworks, but the way the tree line is, you can't see them because they're behind the trees. And we're like, man, we waited here for 2 hours.
Oh my God. Somebody did not think that one through.
No.
Nice job there, City Works.
We accidentally, I took some food to my friend Missy because she went to the Springfield fireworks were on a Thursday, because that makes sense. Why? Who knows? So they were before the 4th, and she said, hey, you want to run me something if you go out for food? Because my friends and I have been here listening to the bands with a cooler of beer, and there's no food trucks. And I'm like, fine, I'll go save your drunk ass. So I went and picked her up Sonic and got the boys an ice cream or whatever, and we drove around for 20 minutes trying to find a place to park. And then the fireworks started 15 minutes earlier than expected. So I am delivering Missy's food in the middle of fireworks with a stroller full of chihuahuas.
Oh, man.
Almost made it. They got through the fireworks fine. I sat down. One of Missy's friends gave me her chair so I could sit with Boots, and Missy took Snoopy, and we were fine. On the way back to the car, somebody shot off an extra illegal firework or 2 very close by, and the dog shat in his stroller. And I'm like,
oh, poor thing.
Like, baby. And he's just like, Mom, it was a scary boom. And I'm like, I can't get mad at you.
Get mad because scary booms.
I mean, we just we didn't think it would take that much time. We got caught by them. It was bad, but we all survived.
That's the important bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's a rooftop bar on fire. How'd that go? Sweet Street Court.
Ooh, I really want these Jin Urso wax melts. And then there's the Beaches of Scarif wax melt. I don't even know what ozone smells like, but apparently that's one of the main scents in it.
It's a very sharp smell.
Because they said that they weren't trying to do a battle scent. It was just peacetime, but I don't know why would a beach smell like ozone? I think of ozone, isn't it?
It's a very hard smell to describe, but it's almost a little bit electrical, almost it's a very clean and sharp scent.
Oh, they say that it would be like thunderstorm, which I guess makes sense.
That's a better descriptor.
Makes sense.
But yeah.
Good gravy. Oh my God. People are posting fan art of the High Republic. And is there anything more unsettling than carnivorous plants?
The Drengir? Holy moly, no. They're so...
carnivorous sentient plants?
And
I'm sorry.
Force sensitive. They block the force.
Why? Why would you create this nightmare?
scary. It's like Ents from Lord of the Rings dialed up to like cannibalistic levels.
And then
it's like if
then you
Ents and an
add
orc had a baby.
and then you
wait,
add
they
in
can
Audrey
move?
2 from Little
Yeah,
Shop of
they can move.
Horrors.
And they
Oh.
talk.
Oh.
You need to read
Yeah.
Into the Dark because that's when they introduce the Drenger, and
Yeah, I
it
do.
makes sense when you read in Rising Storm.
I had not read it when I read Rising Storm, but it was cool.
But I love, oh my god, I love Race to Crash Point Tower because it just has the best like
It was so
Drenger
cute.
moment I've ever read in my life.
Cute. Race to Crash Point Tower was just adorable, and I love that they had a non-binary Jedi Master that they didn't like explain a ton of. They just dropped him in, or dropped them in. They were just fine. It was fine.
They don't need to explain it. Don't have to. Don't need to.
Great.
Oh, Jesus, mother!
Jesus, mother.
What if my dog just farted? Oh my god, it's horrible.
When they do the walk by.
No, it was he's just chilling out here, just chewing on his dog. I'm gonna die now. If I just pass out live, just leave me here. Holy moly!
Do we want us to call the firehouse two houses down?
Oh god. No, that was something else. Thanks there, buddy. Anyways, we're good.
It's like when you're home with your parents, like, and all your siblings are there. One of your siblings starts laughing, and you're like, "It is time to go."
Yep. Yeah, with my brothers, especially when they start laughing, we're screwed.
It's time to vacate the premises. Oh, did I show you guys? I got my Rogue One pillow.
I saw it.
Oh my god, I love it.
So cute. Because I was gonna buy a poster print of it, but I went, I'll buy a pillow, and then I'll eventually buy a slipcover and cover this ugly ass couch. But the ugly ass couch was free, so
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh my goodness, dog.
Wait. Are you allowed to bring your gear home yet? You'll just put on your respirator.
Oh no, that's like hardcore frowned upon. Because like you think about it, you have like other carcinogens and stuff from those fires, even when you like detox.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know if they like sent it home with you during training to be you keep this.
No, because we're doing live burns. Like we can't bring those.
That's true.
Not yet though. We're getting there.
Wow.
I still need to figure out how to put everything on properly still. I forgot. Like we were doing a drill. And for some reason, I got so just like in my head about it that I stepped in to the boots because you're supposed to like step in and then pull the suspenders over your body. Completely forgot to put my pants on. I had my jacket halfway on, zipped up, and I just looked down and I'm like,
I'm not wearing pants.
I forgot to put my pants on. I'm just standing there in like fully clothed. Forgot. I'm just like, oh my god. I fixed it, figured it out. We were good, but
skip the step somewhere.
How long is the training?
10 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. And then it's lifelong learning. So,
yeah.
But no, 10 weeks to do your tests, pass, and get going. So my graduation is middle of September. So I should things should go back to their new normal then. So say goodbye to normal work days. You're like, wait, what's a Monday or a Tuesday? You're just like, I gotta go to work. It doesn't matter what day it is.
I mean, my work week's like shifted, so I do Tuesday through Saturday, so I get that. Kinda.
Yeah. But the nice thing is I only work 10 days out of the month.
Yeah.
Huh,
do you do 24s or 12s or?
Yeah, 24 on, 48 off. So that'll be nice. Looking forward to it. Still have a lot to learn though. So nowhere near there yet. Don't feel like anything yet. So just like I forgot my pants, so I'm really not feeling it right now. But I'm excited. Everybody's great.
Really though, with COVID, how often have we worn real pants?
Tell me about it. Well, I mean, considering I worked all through COVID, I had to wear real pants.
That's true. I did too, but like I think today was the first day with COVID. No, yesterday was because I wore them both days. I am not putting real pants on, and I wore yoga pants to work, which is fine. It doesn't matter. But I was just like, no, not today. I am not putting real pants on. I'm not doing a waistband.
Yeah.
So are the situations that firefighters encounter the most, are they like full on fires, or are they like someone fell down, or I don't know, what kind of things do you?
It's a mix. I mean, we have fires. Like I just got an alert because like I have stuff set for the department that there was apparently the fire alarm was activated at a rooftop bar. So whether or not somebody accidentally hit it, whether or not somebody accidentally set something on fire, stuff like that. But then yeah, there's a lot of falls, huh? Oh yeah,
are you gonna rescue kittens out of trees?
The week before one of my interviews, they literally got a call about ducks in a storm drain, and they had to get them out.
Oh,
so just whatever people need, we're there for. So it's a mix of things. Like they have an EMS, they can run EMS calls if they need to. So
very cool. You're gonna be in all those
baby
cute,
duckies
Facebook videos rescuing animals.
I really hope not. I hope not.
Hopefully you'll have your pants on.
Yeah. Thankfully you don't have to wear your bunker pants for those. But my God, it'd be so sweaty. No. It'll be good. I'm excited. I'm learning a lot, feeling a little overwhelmed, but everybody's been super, super helpful and nice. So I'm excited. Just so you know, fire gear was not made for women in mind, with women in mind.
Nothing is.
Like I knew, like it's not. I'm not looking for it to be flattering. It's just the fact that all of the stuff was so fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy who was sizing all of us brought the smallest sizes he had. He still had to take off like 4 inches on my sleeves because they were too long. Like the jacket fit fine, the coat fit fine, but the sleeves were so fucking long. We had to do that. And then he's like, I think your waist size is fine, but we got to take like your pants up 4 inches. And I'm like, yeah, I'm very small. I'm small and have no money.
So you understand the stress she's under.
I do understand the stress I am under. But no, it's very amusing to me. And like the whole because my mom's shorter than I am. And she used to be a firefighter. Like she's 5 foot. And I'm like 5'2". But she was telling me like all the tricks that she learned how to do because like when you try to look up, the back of your helmet hits the oxygen tank that you're carrying. So you can't theoretically look straight up. You have to like tilt your head at a 45 and almost like look out of the corner of your eye if you're trying to like look up. And I tried it. I was like, it went toink and I just was like, I can't see. So just fun little things like that. So
it's cool that you can get advice from your mom.
Yeah, it's really fun. And like I talked to my dad. I'm just like, what do I do about this and this? Because he's also a firefighter. So
so this is the family business.
Oh yeah, both of my brothers are as well. My sister is a banker. She was the smart one of the family, I think.
Like I'm not running into fires.
Yeah, she was the smart one. But yeah.
So are you working, are you being trained at the same place that you'll work at, or do you like get transferred somewhere else?
No, yeah, I'm learning at the place I'll be working. And I'm learning from the training officer. I'm learning from the crews on the department. So it's really helpful. So I get to meet the people I'll be working with most of the time. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. We'll see what it does to my schedule on here, but that's all right. I'm excited. We can put stickers on our helmets, and I'm just thinking like, what do I want to put on it? So it's gonna be fun. No, I'm excited.
You'll have it like completely decked out.
You can't do that.
Oh
no, because
I
don't know how much you know about the fire department, but it's very paramilitary. So uniformity is a very big thing. So like you can do like a couple of things, but like you can't go ballistic. Like that's why I had to change my hair color. But that was again
weird.
See, that's weird to me because it's like it's going to be under your helmet.
Not if I go on an EMS call.
That's true, but I mean, I work for the government.
I mean, that's any department across the board. Like whether the one I was here, or if I went to California, Arizona, the standard's the same. So I knew going into it that I was going to have to change. So it didn't bother me. So I actually kind of like this color. I like it.
It looks really
It's a nice color.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm trying to get the purple out of my hair so I can dye it back, but now that I finally got it in, it doesn't want to come out.
What's the what was it? I learned a lot about color theory when we were doing this because like we had to use like reds and greens to like cancel out my blue. What's the opposite of purple on a color wheel? Who the fuck is firing off fireworks?
Yellow.
So yeah, what the fuck? Somebody is literally firing off fireworks like right now. Scared the bejesus out of everybody, including me.
Yeah, they keep doing that. Like they were setting them up in the middle of the day the other day, and I'm like, you can't even see it.
Like, why? Welcome to the South, Jesus Christ. Hi,
I
you okay?
talked to my hairstylist today about like, so if I wanted to dye my hair blue,
somebody has to
do it
after Carly's wedding. I'm like, can I bring in hair dye? Because I have hair dye, but I don't want to do it myself. And she's like, well, if it's a brand I'm familiar with, I can research it a little bit, or you could just come in and I can do it. She was really nice, so.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you gone to her before?
No.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was my first haircut since like 2019.
Did she say anything about your dead ends?
Well, no, I only had like maybe an inch of dead ends.
Wow, that's good. Your hair was super long.
She was like, you have such a beautiful hair. Tell me we're not cutting it off. And I'm like, sorry.
But you're not you didn't like totally cut it off.
Yeah.
Like,
so I'm like, how much can we cut to where I can donate it? And she measured it out. And then I'm like, okay, what's left over, will it be long enough to put up for a wedding? She's like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Let's do it. So what are you doing with your hair for her wedding?
I don't know.
Oh no, you're just like,
but I'm getting it professionally done.
Okay.
Oh, they'll hit
so I'm like, as long as there's something for them to work with, it'll look great.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine then. You'll be fine.
Yeah. But I got longer layers to frame my face because like with long hair, it gets to the point where it's so long you can't really put up your hair in like ponytails and have it look nice. And so like this, now I can like have ponytails and have like hair hanging down and it'll look really cute. So long hair in the summer is just really hot and it got to be too much.
I'm considering it.
When I first went to the stylist I go to now, I went to her because she's also trained as a barber and I was getting an undercut. But at the time I had long, curly, dark hair that came down to about here because my hair's wavy. And so I just had like a triangle in the back cut out because I have so much hair that actually helped the back of my hair lay better, having part of it gone. And then a year later I went, so I'm going to Mexico. And I'm tired of my hair and it won't fit under my sun hat. I think I'm going back to a pixie cut. And she went, okay. Cut my hair into a pixie cut, whatever. Year later, I'm like, so I left my boyfriend and I want a buzz cut. And she goes, okay, honey, let's go.
She just... Whoever was firing off those fireworks, I hear the fire department.
Oh, good. That's not a good sign.
I mean, thankfully the ground's wet. Maybe it's just a trash can I set on fire. I don't know. I just thought that was mildly amusing, whether or not it was for the fireworks or not. Anyways.
This is always funny when it's like when you hear a strange noise and the next second you hear police siren and you're like, not sure if it's connected, but
coincidence? Maybe. Maybe.
I'm trying to find the picture I had of my hair being super, super long. Because I had a lot of hair.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had a lot of hair.
Wow, that is a lot of hair.
Was it super hard to brush?
Yes. That was my grandma this weekend went, what did you do to your hair today? And I'm like, I mean, it's been purple for a couple weeks, Grandma. And she goes, no, it's all... My grandma has dementia, so she can't always figure out the word, but she goes, it's all like this. And I go, I said, oh no, I didn't do anything to it. It does that naturally. My mom goes, yeah, because I inherited my grandma V's hair, like, which is, she was Eastern European. So it's like traditionally wavy, thick Czechoslovakian hair. and I'm the only, well, I think my dad got some of it, but I'm the only woman in my family who got that hair. So I'm the only woman in my family who has curly or wavy hair.
Oh.
But my grandma was just like, wait, she doesn't do anything to make it do that? I'm like, it just does.
It just exists.
It just exists in that level.
So might be going to Galaxy's Edge maybe next month, and I've
I hate
never
you.
been before, so Anna, tell me what I need to do.
Do you want to spend $200 building a lightsaber?
I think we've decided not to. That
Okay.
instead we're gonna buy a legacy. Like
Okay.
eventually I want to, but
Yeah. I think you have to now, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody's watching this. I think you have to reserve a spot I get there like as soon as it opens, go. Because I guarantee if you want one of the Ahsoka sabers, it will be sold out. Like as soon as it opens, like go. Go to
I want
Doc,
you to knock over small children on
elbow
the way.
small children out of the way.
I don't even know. Okay, so I think they also have her Clone Wars sabers.
They have Clone Wars and the Rebel sabers.
Yeah, so I don't know which of those I want, but also I really want Leia's saber.
I mean,
which I think they sell separately now because it used to be only like in the bundle.
Yeah, I think you can get both. I would get the Ahsoka sabers because those are harder to get a hold of. Like, I'm still mildly annoyed I didn't get a chance to get the Ahsoka sabers. I love my lightsaber. Don't get me wrong. It was a great experience. But man, those Clone Wars sabers.
I do.
I just want to know what's going to happen the first time they release the full, beautiful Legacy dark saber and Meg gets her hands on it.
I'm telling you, I'm still going to find that Beskar spear. Like, I know a prop maker who makes full aluminum spears. We're going to just duke it out.
In the Denny's parking lot.
In the Denny's parking lot, we will fight for the throne of Mandalore.
You know what? I feel like
it's in Denny's hands.
I feel like in the area of Illinois where Meg and I live, I feel like that might not be the weirdest thing that's happened in the Denny's that week.
If we did it in the Walmart parking lot, it wouldn't have gotten any weirder. No, in rural Midwest,
go to Chicago and do it on the.
This is tame.
Go to Chicago and do it on the red line. It's something they've not seen before.
We might get arrested.
My sister's like, oh, there was a naked woman on the CTA again saying she was the queen of the public transit. And I'm like, is this like, if she goes, oh no, this happens a lot. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Chicago is a magical land where there's no rules, apparently.
Not in New York, from what I understand.
Sometimes in Chicago, you just have to have this healthy dose of, well, that just happened.
Yeah, well, there we are. Here we are.
So have you been to the shops in Disney Springs? Because there are Star Wars shops there too.
There's the two. There's the outpost. There's like a Star Wars outpost, and then there's another one. But yeah.
So how do they compare to like the shops in Galaxy's Edge?
Go to Galaxy's Edge.
Okay.
If you really want something, go to Galaxy's Edge. The ones in Disney Springs you can go to maybe for like a couple other things, like my little Ahsoka plushie that I have. I can get that either at the marketplace in Batu, or in one of those shops. But like, and they have some of the legacy lightsabers in those shops as well, but not like the Ahsoka ones. Like if you want a legacy saber, get it from Batu.
Cool. Okay. Trying to plan ahead.
Yeah. Honestly, if you want to buy something, buy it in Galaxy's Edge.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go there, and I want to go to Epcot because I haven't been to Epcot as an adult.
Yes. I feel like Epcot's one of those things at Disney that you only appreciate as an adult because you're like, I can drink around the world. This is the most brilliant thing anybody has ever come up with. Oh,
only
and if you haven't already, reserve. If you think you're gonna go to Galaxy, just reserve a spot now for Oga's for the cantina. Otherwise, you won't get a spot. So I would look now.
Okay.
You can reserve dining, I think, 30 days out. So
Yeah, but Oga's like
I
it's
mean
so
30 or
hard.
60. I don't
Yeah.
remember what
I
it
think
is,
with
but
Oga's
you
it
should
might
be able
be
to
30.
now.
But yeah,
Okay.
I would do it as soon as possible. Everything else, like Smuggler's Run, Rise of the Resistance is a crap fucking shoot on whether or not you're going to get it.
Okay.
Because the queue, like you have to be inside the park, like inside like one of the Disney parks or like one of the resorts, and it opens at 7 a.m. Swear to God, it fills up in 5 seconds. If your phone isn't fast enough, you won't get it. And then if you don't get the 7 a.m., you have another chance at 1 o'clock to try to get it. But again, you have to be inside the park.
Wow.
And again, it's a fucking crapshoot. I've known people who have gone to Disney 4 or 5 times and never gotten it. Whereas people who like it's their first time, they get it. And I'm like, I don't understand how this works.
See, that's
So-
the big thing that Brienne wants me to do when I come visit her is to go to Rise of the Resistance. Oh,
know.
hi, puppy.
Hi,
Who's a good puppy?
He's like, hi. Your
I
breath,
talk to aunties now.
your breath stinks.
He's like,
That's my dog. He'll pop up when I'm on a video call with someone, and once he was looking for my mother, and Missy and Heather are on there, and they go, "Oh look, hi, Mr. Snooper," and he's like, "Now taking calls from aunties, bye." Back to his bed. I'm like, apparently, we're holding his calls.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, get a Ronto wrap. You're not vegetarian, are you?
No.
Okay, get a Ronto wrap. Those are very good. Try blue milk and green milk. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it.
All right.
Because they're great. Like definitely get them. But I'm interested to hear what you think of them.
Sounds good.
And then...
Yeah, it's gonna be a really impromptu.
Are you taking notes? Are you taking notes?
No, it's all in my head.
No, it's great. Like you're gonna like even just walking around is just the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, and
Did you
like I
cry
don't
when you
want
saw the Millennium
to.
Falcon?
Oh, I fucking sobbed.
I don't want to have like a must do list because I don't want to be
Right.
disappointed.
No, yeah.
But yeah, so Deacon was gonna have an internship last year before COVID, and it was gonna be in New Mexico for like a month or 2 months or something. And so we found a place for him to stay that summer with Airbnb and like put down a down payment, and then it got canceled because of COVID. And so instead of like giving our money back, they gave us Airbnb credit and we have to use it by the end of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, where are we going to go? And we haven't been to Disney in a long time. I've never been to Galaxy's Edge. So we're like, we could go to Orlando.
It's
So
worth it.
I think that's probably what we're going to do. Exciting.
That is, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait. I hope the weather's good.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
and
good.
he has never flown before, but we're flying for the first time next week to go back to Missouri for Carly's wedding. And so that'll be like, it's only like an hour and a half flight. So that'll be like testing the waters if he's okay on an airplane.
Oh, no.
Does he
And
get
if-
motion sick?
No, I mean, I do. I have not been on a plane in 10 years. So we're...
Take some Dramamine, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be
I bought-
good.
I bought so many things this week for like carry-ons because we didn't even own luggage.
Oh.
Been like Googling how to take liquids on because it's so
Are
confusing
you not
if
checking
you haven't.
bags?
Hmm?
I said, are you not checking bags?
We are checking bags, yeah. But
I was just say if you have a checked bag, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
Checked bags are the Wild West of baggage.
And that's what we're going to do. But like with my Invisalign, I have to like brush
Yeah.
my teeth constantly.
Yeah, that
Like
makes
every time
sense.
I eat, and there's like a whole routine. So like
Oh, yeah, that makes
that
sense.
stuff I have to have on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I haven't flown since COVID, but I flew fairly at least once a year before that usually, so you can make it work. I might go to Duluth in the next couple months because one of my friends works up there, so
Oh,
it'll be
fun.
fun if I get to. He's the one I met in St. Louis a couple weeks ago, so now he's coming through town again, but he's just going to stop by and we're going to have brunch at
Brunch.
8:30 in the morning.
Brunch. It'll be fun.
It will be. Kind of a I've got a couple days next week where I'm only on call, so I've got like a couple days to not do anything, but I'm going to have a rental car instead of my car, so I'm like, well then, I guess I can't do anything too crazy.
Yeah.
Gotta get my car fixed. He's texting me. Okay, why? I don't know if any of y'all have fast food apps on your phone, but Taco Bell keeps sending me notifications, and I'm like, why? Has anybody ever gotten a notification on the phone and went, oh, I'm going to go to Taco Bell? No.
Nope.
I can be persuaded.
Nope.
I like Taco Bell, but I'm probably going to go grab something to eat after we're done here. And then I have to stop by work because I ordered bacon and a scrambled egg for my dogs this morning to fill out my DoorDash order amount, and I left it at work, so they're going to run it down to me. Because spoiled. They're spoiled. Right, Big A?
As they should be.
Oh, yeah. That's what my mom's like. What exactly? Why do your dogs have a stroller? They both can walk. I'm like, because occasionally they like to ride. Meanwhile, they have a stroller for their, my 14-year-old 3-legged family dog. Meanwhile, her sister, who's only 3, has 4 perfectly functional legs, has decided that walking is for chumps and will sit there and growl at you until you put her in the stroller. And if you don't put her in the
hot too.
Well, yeah, that too. But it was like spring, like early May in Illinois. It was beautiful. And this dog is just like climbs into the stroller of her own accord. And my mom's like, you can walk. And Jovi's just like, and you're pushing me.
Goodness.
Yeah. We have fun. Did you know Joanne Fabrics lets you take dogs in? Yep, my dog goes
No,
into
I did not know that. I knew some places.
Some of them do. It'll tell you on the app if they're pet friendly. So my dogs and I go to get cosplay supplies sometimes. I made a version of a Canaan Jairus mask.
Oh yeah, how'd that go? What did you make that out of?
EVA foam and hot glue, and I think it's over here. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can find it.
I want to see this.
Give me a second. Okay, 1 sec. I'm unplugged. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, now I can. Oh, it mutes you too. That's what it did. Okay, now I can hear you. We're not recording, so y'all can listen to me on my normal thing. Where's my mask?
I don't think you want him finding it. I feel like that'd be a really bad thing.
I mean, he doesn't really chew things, but that's mainly because he's lazy. Sorry, I'm redecorating, so I have stuff everywhere. Well, darn it. Now I'm not going to be able to find it just because I was looking for it. But next time I'm not looking for it, it's going to be in my way.
Absolutely, 120%.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, redecorating, so I'm like repacking up everything in my house and throwing stuff out, and it's crazy. Anyway, it's like fits forehead to about here, because Kanan's goes down to his cheekbones, but mine goes to about here because it sits on my nose, so I can still use my peripheral vision. But yeah, I'm playing Rapunzel's prince, who's blinded by thorns in the fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And since if we bandaged my eyes, I couldn't see at all. But if I wear the half mask, we can, have the blood makeup come out from underneath it for the Grimm's fairy tale thing. But I can still see enough to see where I'm walking.
Huh.
Yep. So, and it also might protect my face when I inevitably walk into a wall.
That's fair.
It is fair. I was hoping David would come on and tell us his story about going to see Black Widow, but apparently real estate called.
Apparently, we're going to have to sit in anticipation for another week.
Apparently.
Now I'm very sad about this.
Yep. Good Lord. I'm in too many Discord servers, I think.
I think one is enough.
I'm in, how many Discord servers am I in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Discord servers.
Oh my god, no.
In my defense, I'm only active in like 3 or 4 of them. One of them is for the scavenger hunt I do, so it only really goes active during the hunt. One of them is for my friend and I's movie watching parties, and one of them has been dormant forever. And one of them is the LGBTQ Star Wars fan server.
Wow.
So many.
So many things.
What are you doing, Papa? Oh, okay.
Well, we're going to call it a night, ladies, as we all have run out of things to talk about because we're all falling asleep on our computers.
Yes, everyone's watching us fall asleep in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Emily, where can people find you?
I don't even know.
She's like,
Wait,
right
what's
here
her
in
name?
the house. She's like, who am I? What am I doing?
M Sizzles. EMSLS18 on Twitter.
Rachel.
I am on Twitter at Built on Stardust.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Beskar_Kyber15. If you made it this far, congratulations. You get a prize of my undying respect.
Mm.
And for the rest of us, you can come say hi on the followers of the Force podcast on Twitter and Instagram. We're trying to get a little bit more active on there as a whole. We have new episodes, Words Between Worlds, every Monday at 11. And this week's topic was it a Smackdown of Yoda? Is this what this was? A dissertation of all of Yoda's faults and flaws?
A character study.
A character study.
By study, she means assassination.
A character assassination study of Yoda. And we have your Star Wars Journey episodes that come out every Wednesday or Friday, depending on when David puts them up, because he controls that, not us. And then we have Happy Hour, which, if you're watching, was this every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So come say hi, come hang out.
We're usually more lively than this,
We
but
really
it's been a
are.
week.
It's been a week, though. We apologize.
Yeah.
But yeah, unless anybody else has anything else to say, until next time, may the Force be with you all.